10-year-old inside me is freaking the hell out. I'm driving a cherry red 1950 Ford F1 pickup truck. It is wonderful. With just 100 horsepower from the flathead V8 without synchros with the 3-speed manual gearbox, it's pure, honest, and majestic to use simplicity. It's another refreshing reminder of how far Ford and also the F-Series attended, now 70 years on the F1's birth in 1948. Critical faulted continuum has become a mantra of constant improvement, and from your first crack for the refreshed 2018 F-150 and its new powertrains, Ford is staying true to the lifeblood in the brand. Life's good over on the truck department in Dearborn, because the F-150's big plunge to an aluminum body for the all-new generation in 2015 has paid back. F-Series sales in 2016 totaled 820,799 units, far and away the most beneficial showing since Ford broke the 900,000 mark in 2005. So far in 2017, sales are nearing 500,000 units, which Ford says puts it 57,000 north of the spot that the F-Series was not too long ago at this time. Ford isn't getting its laurels though. Not only does the 2018 F-150 have the usual styling updates and tech add-ons that are included with a mid-cycle update, but major powertrain changes yield power, torque, and fuel economy gains across nearly your entire lineup. One big upgrade which makes this possible is direct injection technology, now included alongside multi-port fuel injection in each and every engine available. Multi-port fuel injection alone handles idle and low RPM situations, but as speed and pressure build, direct injection assumes more and more of an role. Port injection never turns totally off. Combined with Ford's new 10-speed automatic, co-developed with General Motors, performance and efficiency please take a fine leap forward. While Ford already included this fuel injection strategy in the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, the brand new 3.3-liter naturally aspirated V6, 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6, and 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 are on board. The 3.3-liter may be the F-150's new base engine, taking over for your outgoing 3.5-liter V6. Despite the drop in displacement, output is up to around 290 horsepower and 265 pounds-to-feet, gains of 8 horsepower and 12 pounds-to-feet, respectively. XL and XLT trims can provide this engine, mated exclusively with a carryover 6-speed automatic transmission. EPA figures with this powertrain improved by 1 mile per gallon both in city and highway ratings. I first hopped into an XLT Super Crew 4x4. Once just barely beyond earshot through the Ford event tent, my drive partner laid into the throttle with full force. Not bad. The engine makes very usable power, however it does so far at 6,500 revolutions per minute, and contains to work pretty challenging to get there. It sounds sad and brutal performing it, too. And while the transmission usually does a superb job of not trying to find gears, it's a little bit slow to shift and also you really notice a big kickdown when you wish to quickly dip to the throttle. That said, for the base engine, the modern V6 is much from an anchor, and I think a lot of people who simply want to get into an F-150 for affordable won't be disappointed. Given the massive amount of available features even at lower trim levels, this XLT had Sync 3, heated seats, blind spot warning with tow monitoring, plus a bunch more. There's sufficient to keep people happy. Every other engine from the lineup switches up to the 10-speed automatic. You start with the 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6. Direct injection does not change the two main .7's 325 horsepower, but torque sees a normal 25 pounds-to-feet jump to 400. With the modern gearbox, fuel economy for your 2.7-liter climbs up by 1 mile per gallon within city and highway ratings for your 4x4 model. Of all the variants I drove, this engine was normally the one I'd pick for myself, as well as the one I think suits most buyers. Ford confirms that it's already the most beneficial seller from the bunch. Our previous impressions on the outgoing F-150 2.7-liter were glowing regarding the engine but mum about the 6-speed, which editors resoundingly panned due to the reluctance to downshift and questionable gear selection. Those concerns are history. The marriage on this new 10-speed is truly a happy one. Gear selection is obviously on point and shift action is both smooth and consistent. At low speeds, there's lots of low-end torque to begin. Then when I flipped the drive mode selector into sport and matted the gas, I was both surprised and thrilled with immediate downshift and forceful kick in the twin-boosted V6 inside the Lariat Super Crew 4x4. With its flexible mix of towing capability, max 8,500 pounds, fuel economy, and everyday performance, this may be the powertrain to acquire. Nevertheless, you'll find those for whom a V8 engine would be the only worthy choice. About 25% of customers opt for your oldest cool workhorse. The sound alone makes me realize why. When I dug deep into the power well, the complete cabin in the V8 powered Lariat Super Crew 4x4 stuffed with the bassy roar, and also the smoothness of predictability in the free-breathing V8 features a strong appeal. Total muscle expires by 10 horsepower and 13 pounds-feet of torque, ringing in at 395 horsepower and 400 pounds-feet EPA ratings for fuel economy, as well as increasing by 1 mile per gallon overall, except inside the 2WD city category, where it improves by 2 miles per gallon. Still, despite having the undeniable fun factor the V8 offers, if you do not really need more towing or payload capability than what both the .7-liter can muster, I'd choose the little V6 that might. Of course, ultimate performance from an output, efficiency, towing, and payload perspective still has become the top dog 3.5-liter EcoBoost. My only time driving of an F-150 with all the bigger twin-turbo 6, which received direct injection for 2017 and carries over unchanged through an output of 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-feet of torque sent from the 10-speed auto, was while launching a sped boat using the Pro Trailer Backup Assist system. While I was nowhere near the 18-wheeler's best-in-class max towing capacity of 13,200 pounds, its max payload of 3,230 pounds is close. The V8 gets top position at 3,270 pounds. I had no trouble backing the boat to the water. Despite my insufficient towing and trailering experience, it had been basically point and shoot to move the boat about the correct path. Once the calibration is placed, it just takes pressing the button to activate the assist mode, shifting into reverse, and with all the rotary knob to point out the trailer that you want it to go. The tire takes care of itself, so all you need to do is watch the mirrors and adjust as necessary. Piece of cake. In addition to that particular friendly little bit of tech, the 2018 Ford F-150 also gets B&O Play Audio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Sync 3, 4G LTE Wi-Fi for approximately 10 devices, with an adaptive cruise control system with stop-and-go capability. None of these fancy stuff was ever inside imagination on the original 1948 F-Series creators, but I love to think they'd be psyched to discover what good 7 decades did for their truck. Better powertrains, more capability, and useful amazing features is not complain about, in fact. And once the modern 3.0-liter Power-stroke diesel joins the combination in spring 2018 as being the first ever oil burner inside an F-150, there'll be even more for Dearborn to brag on the verge of their Detroit area rivals. 2018 Ford F-150 specifications on sale. Fall 2017 price $28,000. Base engine 3.3 liters stock 24-valve V6 290 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute, 265 pounds-feet at 4,000 revolutions per minute, 2.7 liters twin-turbo stock 24-valve V6 325 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute, 400 pounds-feet at 2,750 revolutions per minute, 5.0 liters stock 32-valve V8 319 horsepower at 5,750 revolutions per minute, 400 pounds-feet at 4,500 revolutions per minute, 3.5-liter twin-turbo stock 24-valve V6 375 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute, 470 pounds-feet at 3,500 revolutions per minute. Transmission 10-speed automatic layout 2 or 4-door, 3/6 passenger, front engine, RWD/4WD truck. EPA mileage 17-20-22 to 25 miles per gallon. City/highway LXWXH 209.3 250.5 by 79.9 by 75.5 77.3 in wheelbase 122.4 163.7 in weight 4,069 to 4,964 pounds. 0 to 60 miles per hour. N, a top speed. N, A.